The definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different result. YouTube, welcome back to another video. This week's video is all about routine and lack of, or things that you can do to improve your routine, which are going to improve your discipline. Now, when we speak about routine, for me, it comes down to your habits. Your routine is a combination of habits that you perform daily or weekly. Whether it be somebody new that I'm speaking to that's come across my profile or has been following me for a while and has messaged me, or whether it be a CBS member that has probably fallen off the wagon just a little bit, progress has probably stalled, and we jump on a call and we chat. A lot of the time, one of the biggest influences of the lack of progress or influences on knowing where to start would be routine and structure and everything else in between. So I'm going to run through 9 aspects of some daily and some weekly non-negotiables that I implement and that I ask all CBS members to implement, and that I start pushing just random people who are speaking to me through Instagram on what to do. First one would be your morning, an early alarm. Now, I am at the minute reading the 5 a.m. club because I used to get up quite early at 5 a.m. or before for 2 years when I was in Australia, whether I was on a farm having to be in work for 5, or whether I was in work having to start at 20 past 5 in the morning. So I know the benefits of it, but you do not have to start your day at 5 a.m. What I would say is start your day early enough so that you're not getting out of bed and going straight into a work block or traveling straight to work, whatever that looks like for you. For example, if you start your work day at 9 o'clock and you're getting out of bed at 8, you're not giving yourself a lot of time to do anything that you want. So that's number 1. The alarm clock. Number 2, morning sunlight, morning fresh air, and morning water. Every single morning, what I do with the alarm clock is I'm up and I'm out the door. I'm either straight to the gym, where I'll get some fresh air on the way with the window down, or I'm walking the dog like I'm doing so now. When I go to bed at night, I've got a bottle of water with me, obviously before I do my sleep protocol, which I'll speak about. But for the first thing then, when I wake up, is there's a water bottle beside my bed. What's the first thing I'm gonna reach for? My water. So you start now with an earlier day and some very, very basic tasks that are gonna put you on the front foot for going forward. My work day non-negotiables. Yes, I will have a lot of work to get done, a lot of tasks to do daily. They will spill over from Monday to Tuesday if I don't get everything done. That's just the nature of the game, whatever it is that you're doing. But I will always set myself up so that my Google Calendar and my iPhone reminders app contain everything that I need to do that day. And if there is some time specific stuff that has to be done by a certain time, or some tasks that will be best suited to me at a certain time, for example, my gratitude, I'll always try and do in the morning if I can, just to set my mentality on the right aspect. The Google Calendars and iPhone reminders will be finished in a sense of before I start my work block, I'll know exactly what I have to do, how long I have to do it before I need to move on to the next thing, if that's the case for the day. So that's the next one. Then we can skip down towards the end of the day for the rest of the daily non-negotiables. For years, I have been tracking data. It just becomes second nature to me. Just like everybody in CBS, after a period of time, maybe 4 to 6 weeks, tracking data becomes normal. When you track data, you can improve the data. You can see where you need to plug the holes and plug the gaps from what you're doing to keep progressing or to start progressing if you're at the start of your journey. The last thing is sleep protocol. My sleep is massively, massively important to me. If I don't get enough sleep, or my quality of sleep is not there, I will not perform. I've noticed this from the 2 years in Australia when I was lacking sleep. At the time I was an on-floor coach doing one-to-one sessions face-to-face. The quality of sessions is not there, not bringing the vibes to the people, and a lot of people can relate to that in different scenarios, in a sense of you may not show up like you want to, meaning that your work is not going to be as good. If that happens over periods of time, somebody who is in a different boat that is performing better than you, maybe it's because of their sleep, or sleep is one component of that, they will get further along than you are because they're showing up in a better mind frame. So to finish off on your daily non-negotiables or your daily staples, you've got an earlier alarm clock. Not that you're going to get up at the crack of dawn, but you will get up early enough to set yourself up well. You'll start your day with a little bit of water. We are mostly water after all. It's the only thing that's going to keep you really, really hydrated. Even better if you can mix in some electrolytes. You're going to have your work block set up with your Google Calendar and your iPhone reminders, preferably from the night before, to know what you need to do and when you need to do it. You're going to track some data to make sure that you're progressing, whether that be business data or whether that be personal data from the likes of your scale weight, your food, your readiness for the day, and then your sleep routine. If you can nail these on, and they are stuff that you haven't been doing before, nail them on for a period of time, 4 to 6 weeks, to really solidify them. And from that, you will see how much better you feel, firstly, how much better you perform, and how much better you put yourself out there to the world in whatever you do. Moving swiftly onto some weekly non-negotiables. Now, when we say weekly, we do not mean at Sunday 9 o'clock before you get into bed, it has to be done then. They can be done at whatever time suits you best. The first one, and the most important one for me, because it's not just me that's relying on it, is checking in with my coach. For the vast majority of the last 4 years, 5 years, 4 years I think, I've had a coach. Typically, you check in with your coach every single week. It's part of my routine. It's in the Google Calendar for Sunday morning before training when I'm in season. The second one would be at least one recovery session a week. Yes, I train a lot. I've got 11 sessions a week at the minute. It's very important for me to get at least one in the last couple of weeks because I'm at the tail end of the season, business end of the season. I've been getting 2 in. Regardless of how often you train, how intensely you train, it is so good for the mind, the body, and a little bit of the soul to get some contrast therapy in there, some sauna, some cold plunge, a couple of rounds of that once a week. It is fantastic for you. The other thing is a weekly wind down. I started implementing this last year. It's usually on a Wednesday for me because I train Tuesday, Thursday. Weekends are always busy, where I'll take a couple of hours on a Wednesday evening and I will literally try and do nothing, as little as possible. Put the phone away, excuse me, put the phone away, not talk to clients, not create content, not think about business. It's very, very difficult to do as a business owner, but it is so, so beneficial. The last thing then would be, and it would probably be at Sunday 9 o'clock like it is for myself, is reviewing last week and seeing if you got everything done that you said you would and that you needed to get done. Hopefully you did. If not, not the end of the world. You're coming into another week, another chance to improve, another chance to get more stuff done. This is when you would plan the week coming, whatever that looks like. I'm big on planning Monday and Tuesday to a T, to give me some momentum, to put some wind in the sails before we actually get there, to know exactly what it is we need to do. When that happens, you build a discipline, you build a good week, you build that routine from the habits that you're performing. So there's the 9 habits. Take as many of them as you like. Ideally, you take all of them because you will perform a lot better. When you perform better, you feel better. And it's that cycle that keeps going up and up and up, leveling you up as you go and as you perform. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you learned a couple of things. See you in the next video.